wo. Na e bibi how.
President Mahama has not traveled by private jet. President Mahama traveled to Japan.
I will not believe that the president actually traveled with.
Honorable member, o jane janwanu u kantro on kanokre. NPP atantro 2024 saadiawe still omunyanu.
Yensamoyfo nyina kwaba ebiem emra dwumadie siasanso athenasia. Ensama ekoso ewo oman Ghana mu. Yede ni nyina ebre ahefo ensam bebre. And free His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Asfuah eba after se okopie mu ewo Japana NPP and minority no ameki allegations bebre se His Excellency John Dramani Mahama at a private jet and a two kwan and ochi NDC government aba mountain aba beye expose bebre afan sama NPP e kanon se no kwabia nim na mampani at a commercial flight and a two coin and what you know and come over in a Frenchie eba but as to say NPP among you kuno one more control and answer one more kind of quick one young could Samoa Felix Ofosu Kwache a oya Kasamafo Edema His Excellency John Dramani Mahama wa chichen semu and what you know obja info be bring Frenchie but quick one yeni kanko na yenti na ekoba Akwatia by election abusia enseme fro banesewani ensesame ena mekacho afi NPP so enkomo bebre ene fi ho eba baran yanko na yanko tie nsamo a His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene na ban enchemu a omode aba ene prover omo prove acha Ghana fo nyina quick one iyentimra.
We have also seen a communication on social media by a member of parliament for Old Trafford, the Honorable Vincent Assafuah, a former deputy minister. He's saying that the president has traveled using private jets all the way to Japan and Singapore, and even did a calculation and told us how much as a state would be losing. Has that come to your attention, and what's your comment on that?
Well, clearly, the MP in question is dabbling in a mediocre attempt at propaganda. He does not have any facts. He is just wasting everybody's time with claims that are false. President Mahama has not traveled by private jet. President Mahama traveled to Japan via Emirates. And it is something that you can check. It is not a secret or anything. So anybody who tells you otherwise is simply peddling falsehood.
The member of parliament has put that post up and even shared some other details, including the costs, the flight that he said departed, and all of that. You're suggesting that all these claims are not true. So he said the private jet, and he's
to be honest with you, I'm actually surprised that you're even asking me, because the fact is that when you read that statement, you see that it does not make any kind of sense at all. Yesterday, I'm sure your station covered the Thanksgiving service for Dr. Edward Omanibuama, who was buried over the weekend. You saw that as of 10 a.m., the president was at that service. He left the place sometime around midday. Yet today's MP claims that this flight in question left at 7:30 a.m. So how did the president emerge at Dr. Omanibuama's Thanksgiving service 3 clear hours after this MP claims that the jet that he was traveling in has taken off? So it is a complete waste of everybody's time. It's a symbolic effort as propaganda, which has badly backfired. And you see, parliamentary oversight is an extremely serious activity. It is engaged in by the most meticulous and serious minds that we have in parliament. It is not a place of anybody to get up and purport to be doing parliamentary scrutiny, only to end up wasting everybody's time with claims that have no factual basis, that do not make any kind of sense. President Mahama is not minded to waste the taxpayers' money. You recall that initially when he became president, when the presidential jet was not available, he was using the Yata jet, which he had been using in opposition, at minimal to no cost to the public. Currently, the presidential jet is not available. So he has gone for the next best alternative, which is to fly commercial. And he has done so. And as we speak, the MP has not brought any evidence that should form the basis of really an evaluation of this particular matter. It is just regrettable that sometimes people take us on a wild goose chase and waste our time on matters like this, when you can spend that precious time discussing more beneficial matters.
Could it be that maybe members of the delegation flew this private jet, the MBAEP?
Nobody has flown. Indeed, if you read the post, the MP does not even say that jet went to Germany. Went to Japan. Why would the delegation go to Japan, go to Germany? Nobody has sat on any private jet to go anywhere as part of this delegation going to Japan. The president himself has flown commercial. So why would anybody travel on a private jet as a member of this delegation? It's a completely baseless claim. We should be dismissed.
Is this government's policy that the president will not travel private jets where there are commercial flights? Is that the position, or what exactly is the position?
The president believes that whereas the security and safety of the president matters in terms of travel, all arrangements that are made must factor in the ability of the country to pay. So we go for the alternative that is safe, but at the same time cost effective. And that's what the president has done.
So, but it is secure and safe for him to travel commercial.
Absolutely. If it were not, he would not be on that aircraft. It is because it is safe.
Very
and
well.
all safety requirements have been met.
Very well. Thank you. Thank you so much for speaking to us.
We and someone Felix Ofosu Kwache ere tudwa wa chense musa nukwa bia nim sa His Excellency John Dramani Mahama at the private jet and a copy mu ewo Japan a okwakoye oman na djuma bare nsem we achi ena Vincent Eko Assafuah oye NPP ni MP ewo Otafo Ashanti region ono na de sansem ne ba tudwa ense His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ene na ban I expose you no asesi ameno kasei ne ho hyehye no na wadi nkomo bi commander yenko ne yentie ne nkomo no amanfo se Vincent Assafuah edane no
of course
wasanso di nkomo hofro ntie nya botre na yentie ne nkomo ne mrai koba commander beka ne nyina abom na info bi e wache bia no yede ne nyina ato aso
Sisiana Eric J ama yehu se omampanyi free Ghana enra enyumre no. He left on an Emirates airline flight from Ghana to Dubai. And you know, wama flight number, all the details as much as possible. Say from Accra to Dubai. And penny the Emirates airline flight ekoye. That's where it ended. Inti enono really lend some credence to the fact say or the commercial flight ni free Ghana koye. No.
Obi, may single out the president. I am suggesting to you that our focus should be the president and his delegation put together. Please put all of them together. As far as this conversation is concerned, never try to single them out, because if you do so, over two future go na ade minia Erika J. Onya any no. Na comment on mekaze. So mampenyi omo kono ni sanko foni na ne ko bi anta private jet mu. No maka say president not sorry them because they want to single out the president to you. They don't want you to know that it is possible that the flight will even be met somewhere and be used. That's what I'm saying, that what was the flight doing here? It is the responsibility of the state to let us know what the flight was doing here.
The private jet now will catch free at 7 a.m. no. And now Ubu said, what was it doing here?
Yes.
But sir, o checks no excess if we have Germany, no?
Yes.
And your suspicion is a bit messia or mampenny or baby.
Obi, me who nipa or mampenny no more 2 coin. You who manifest me who so we na no more.
Or more Emirates, no more.
Emirates in so dear. Then there's no cause for alarm. Obi and Timmy that the Chrome we use after total. No matter Tadiano, Musa Ghana for any bound, Makom Fai, commercial airline, the mom and Penyoma Macanova. Well, let me not even go straight to make those allegations. That is what I'm saying, Obi. When I was writing what I wrote, I don't think a banten or what Jubilee House said, go Muniparo, or did you be at them, or no better misstatement, no. Church say I did that unintelligently and all that. Now, we intelligent and can be really identifying that I use condition statements, even writing the things that I wrote. So I am saying that it is possible that His Excellency the President might have used Emirates, but don't take them as one. Put all of them together. How did they go? How did they leave the shores of this country? Why are they hiding those information from us? Why is it that 2013, Mama, all these things, or year later, 2013, that you can know, or speech, I'll command the Okoka, and home for Sobaba, at the Amagana. In fact, on Mampenidi, His Excellency Nanado Danko Fado, Eugene also did similar things. Ubon statement na say you could find investment about land Martini Dinwom, JIPC boss, Jofi Grant, or no Dinwom. We saw all these things. Why are they hiding all these things from us? Especially when the statement is saying that they are going to bring us investment. A moment to bad.
Because me, my question and Bibusa Eric Impo was to the effect say, if indeed penny statement no say Omanpenyi free ha ena or the Emirates echo Dubai, how is he leaving Dubai to Japan? And also another question I went to me ama information to that effect. But again, if it's proven say team anon ni omuko nyina no mu nyina ewo Emirates airline eswa, then there is no issue. Is that the case?
Absolutely. Then there's no issue. But from what I have seen and what I have heard and the conduct of government appointees, how quick they are to single the matter and say it is about President Mahama. Conduct in insulting everybody who speak about it, and why they are even refusing to share the detailed information with the Ghanaian people makes me believe that there's something fishy. Let us know the manifest. We are interested in the manifest.
Now, to know the manifest, and remember and know on the manifest question, but would you also want to know if indeed some of the Emirates in Dubai, does it stand to reason say Emirates now number side Japan?
Obi, it is possible. That is if they don't have anything fishy doing. But when you say Ministry of Transport, mature Katami, by way of the Right to Information Act, to request for information from them. One, manifest I may pay free or more, and one on another issue. After there have not been any response. Why? You've forgotten that even the AG himself, it's sure, Katakoma AG, by way of Right to Information Act, letting us know that Nipanoa will say, based on Katabia, Omokotroye for Noli Prosupa, then, Sano Maninano, Obekaya. Look at how they even handle those matters. And you think that when you write to them, they are going to respond. Yes, you use parliamentary tools when Parliament reconvenes. But as we speak, we will demand answers, and we will need media people like you, well-meaning Ghanaians, to help us unravel as to what is really happening as far as the president is concerned. Why are they hiding information?
But Unim said that comparisons so have been done. Say in times past when your colleague MP decided say obey follow Omanpenyi travels or personal investigations to bring out certain critical information without the state.
I disagree with you. Please go and check the 2022 letter.
Let me finish.
Don't go there. No, I won't let you do that. I'm saying no.
You don't know question I'm able to. Let me finish.
Don't clarify this. Why do you want to go and clarify this?
I'm coming. Wait.
There is a letter from the chief of staff, 2022, calling out Okutetu about his life.
No.
That he told.
I am not saying, sir, do you have two Johnny and Okra and I say no. That's not what I'm doing. What I'm saying is, sir, he provided certain information na a tracking Omanpenyi travels airliner flight number of the flight our team route our use all of that information he put out under the way say all those information are public about flightradar.com all those websites say detailed info
it didn't make it true.
I agree, but they make at least he put out those information.
But why would I put out information when I know it is not true?
No, but the point is as to say is true or not true, no, it depends on what the state's response. In the case of the NPP administration, they couldn't provide information to contradict apart from saying said the all can no creno, nipa the figures atuja, there was no counter information with figures to disprove on only the end of the two jano. That I think was a lacuna. Mamintio.
Which figures are you talking about?
Okay, you talk black figures or the two jano.
Figures, baby.
Oh.
Mami who?
No, only chroma.
Mami who figures?
No, they 1 hour $15,000 is annual money to jano.
The view now 1 hour $15,000 now with respect to if you go and check fly waves for online, you say you won't find that $15,000 there.
But it doesn't. Do I take someone's information in your crana?
No, I'm only saying that I would tread on a very cautious line.
Okay.
I do not have to let you know that flight number. In fact, if you check the information that I put out, all those information is there. But I will not measure in those ones because and not necessary. What is necessary is that we don't know how our government officials traveled.
Okay.
We don't know how they are even going to come back. We don't even know whether they went en bloc as one people, as one government official, and all of them actually used the commercial flight. That is what I'm saying. Okay. That my intel tells me that there's something fishy around this travel because I suspect that the jet was actually brought to this country initially for it to be used by certain people. However, even if the president did not use it, I am suggesting to you that until I see a flight manifest I will not believe that the president actually traveled with all these delegations. Delegations require the arbitrary pictures.
Yeah, but for the delegation, because see a name or more number, did the statement add the number of people ever?
So what I say, that's why you should be interested.
No, we are interested. That's why we've called you. We are interested. See any interest?
Into almost 78 million some of information and communication.
Okay, Commander.
Yeah, Director.
Mame fosa kwensuna memu akwaba.
Okay.
And some koso ewo oman Ghana mu no.
Yeah.
Edu ba bia medwena me ntiase.
Okay.
Oman na ni abre. Ye hwese oman ne befa ne ntuma pefra.
Yeah.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama e beka ne say no ade ato oman no ani.
Yeah.
Ai empanimfo e pro mo kwabre kwa ncheye. Eno achi hwede asa NPP fo yiye. Mampani atukwan or a private jet and a tukwan or a commercial flight and a tukwan. Problem be no.
Okay.
We say no at the papa ben and the bebro mine one. I say do baby NPP for no twesa asem we tan.
Director, Mamina was in the first place. Na fiesha se na yenim komo kakra.
But then I say Vincent Assafuah.
Yeah.
Ninkuma o di no. Asa me hye na hu ni ye and trobi o baby.
On kan okre. Na director no kwari nyame anim ni ye. At the level, yeah, we decided say on can of creno. Yes, your baby be as in tank. Oh, they are church and minimum address and said you would deserve.
One thing is, and I say, I dear me, who as I see soon say you chow to crown out your can of cray.
Of course,
a bedroom time bino, no crano, ever more about bad day. Yeah, about deep him.
Of course,
and the MP for no position I'm one. And mamma who she shimu.
Yeah,
would your moon can of crano. But as a trono ya doso no do.
Director winning.
Some try to say the mobile opposition at check.
Na dreaming and say or settle political scores. Na na do wa by mu no. De ye kafa ne ho a enye bia no. Ye kabi fanfa President John Dramani Mahama ho na entika. Nti in the first place, na do for private jet ya. Na Ghana for complain say o dware o wiem. Nti se mampani His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so abade a. Ene ye target say ono so ofuru same private jet.
But do you say any
Director enye na anye yankasa. Honorable Vincent Assafuah, no mama say, oye member of Ghana Bar Association as a learned lawyer. Yeah, na dream adwuma. Yeah, we deputy minister. Na do na mistake. Minim dia na do hu ye. Yeah, oye Honorable Vincent Assafuah, deputy minister of local government.
Yeah.
Director baby ye gina name as honorable member. O Janet Janwanu who can't draw on can of in the first place. Nin seminar post 2 years na o say plane 2 Ghana na edit 12 hours ya ebedi 12 hours na after 12 hours no estimatedly e ka say e no my neighbor the writer why na e ko Japan why na e ko Singapore
ana asam no kwa no so o say flight na e ko Germany nti mampani no e kwa asa ensem na banim
the writer asha say o say ekonwa for Germany na free wa Japan na ko Singapore ebedi 12 hours na sesi a me concern ne say o kan nsem no ne nim say directly mampani asem na wo kan afedi e ba say mampani amfa private jet ne koye mampani okono or the commercial flight ne koye no e na wo say twa ho beka kire say wa ma obi adin enti o ye very cautious won sem na wo kan no on pesa asem ba hunti wa ma obi adin ti ebia na nye mampani mum e ye mampani delegations no the writer anyansa e na wasa asem
o se flight no mampani kwa kosi Dubai na flight na kwa kosia no na nsem bebre masa nsem wo dia no de
sa point no elia after so di ni nkomo be di nyina wie no na mi tie ni nkomo bi o sa ko di o baabi before say oba be di nkomo wie no odinka ko di nkomo baabi e no mu bi sa ni similar issue o say ni nkomo a wo di nyina ne say o be say ohun say so almost say mampani am for private jet no na ni delegation am for plane be na mampani de koye o mun kam ye hu
say eno na eno achi nsusu na vale sofosu kwa chemo e de nsem bebra betu bia o ma che nsem wa che Ghana fo
o ma chirem
nti eno achi nsusu no say dis ankomo we no
nti aba say mampani di Emirates airline koye ya mo provide airline number nyina no e ho eno hu say no wo ye mistake e na wasa dan na no biem say ene yenye sa mom no ka ne wo de o ka ne say plane na ese mampani fa koye no e bia na private jet no e kwa ko hye mampani o kwan so na akofa no right nyansa be ni wo private jet ya free Ghana ha aba Ghana ha e ba be fa mampani ni delegation akọ e ba na amfa wo mo mampani asa akosi Dubai private jet ni ko Germany e se twa no kwa ko hye o mo na fa mo fro de mo ko Japan and Singapore right any other na mampani on high private jet no e mani share ni Dubai preko rather than say baba Ghana ansa na sako
commander me kwa me problem ni say see o man Ghana his excellency John Dramani Mahama betena konwa ne so no me mfa no say 8 months ni
of course
e say dollar edru 10 cedi me kwa koto ne ma na no say me wa unim me no mienu ne ekosi ekoto fun fun na ne bo be 2000 Ghana no ya to no 1000 Ghana
of course
ye me cho woni tua so ye dansi ni
mani tua
ene wo mo a me nka ne san kane no wo mo to fun iPhone fui ai 12 Pro Max edru 7000 ene sa 12 Pro Max no ye to no 4000 wo mo fundiless no ebi ko mo ntro comment section ye to no 4000 enti me kwa koto fun na bia na no bi mi to no 2000 na me koto the same phone no phone number 700 cedis phone number 1000 cedis some penny offer a private jet me a me tell me fa ho bay
the writer
so be your mind ye no what the sika be for private jet masa yankasa
the writer win I agree o point you know a very good say man penny here adwuma now see obefa private jet yanka hwe because in the first place growth for market ashase last week near say Nsawam Accra road a driver for say omo kokwan so kwakwa demonstration because e kwan ye ekunipa this week road contractor kokwan so start adwuma and say aban ni say
and I think pokuase kwan no ni nyina so am say aban na tua
and say aban na ye payment na contractors akokwan so ye adwuma market akokwan aban no wa chance e sini nyina what edie biem na we expected from the government because economy na chance e gina city ne ho ye den ye ka ye de so te edie biem na aban ne nye enti so be ka try say upon everything aban no e put in place no aban na call for private jet ednt bi da asem kesiasi what enumpo we will not take it serious but the am asem we yentimi nya kan say sekama mpanim pofro and they defending and different but man penim for private jet no and nanu ye nyina ye happy
and you kwa odifro also fro ye see am no kasai no and obi ai helicopter akofa nsem bebre abai ti man penim be fro private jet no betumi akwa ba sundue mu
a wonim say doctor mane bo mane mpanifo ye omuko wuye se omuko oboase no and omuko hu Mr President say yes woni woni Ibrahim Amankasa na omfa jata jet no ema omo no omo fa nkwa anka ebaba be story biem say adenti na minister say ko ba bia Ibrahim Mama jet ena omo de ko
da bi commander say no nso no e kan san so a sa Ghana fo say akufo ado fa bi mo kan ya adena John Dramani Mahama so afa bia
masema da bia me kan say at the time na do te akonya so no oba no ye ka na ye de ya wo ba ya o de ka ni bi ka a osanya ho ekọ high private jet e de nam hwiem
nti mu masem de say that time no man ni my day
in the first place or sisika or blow cash the matter ye sika ye wo no anso no or bobusia left right center e na kakra or bobusia de bo de be ye adwuma no or sign the busia for private jet Mampeni John Dramani Mahama ba ye no in the first place projects na aka kwam no ye won say this time o check contractors ka almost start adwuma dollar no aba from eni amaye kaswati nti ono mpo de onfa kan bi meka ho wate kan so it meaning say for private jet mpo a de oyem hwade no on pani se kwa but mampeni kai say oba enya de a ode private jet ebe tutu kwa so for private jet ya na eye say omani presidential jet anasa ye free enti oba ye ko Senegal Jata Ibrahim Mamadi no oko no eye free oko Beni oko ye free after that no the presidential jet etu kwan oba na si jet no problem boom it yen ko fix for France the writer at the end of the day say oba na obetwa ntro kyereye na o the parliament akata wanim just trying say oba kan sam na to nkrofo say oh oye parliamentarian oye lawyer ni wa ben onim de oka onim hui na dwan kasa nya adwuma
Dabi omo se munsumu ya sa asemu ya inyatwom
okay
omo se na no akufo ado fa bi na fo kan ya
akufo ado fa bi no
tinama ma so fa bi
akufo ado fa ye no e na okuja to abla kwa be expose say na na do a high private jet e de akwa ha documents ne nkrata nie krata e di advance say na na do ofa kwa ha no say ne age no de kwa say ne age no the writer ebaye no obi entiment deny because none the evidence ni a genuine a fact from correct source Honorable Vincent Assafuah ade achia no wo ka different story ebesi ne oni evidence a etre say mampani wo make agreement with commercial flight and as a flight with private jet way and all trace say oni any proof oni every single evidence
say osu ku de tabla kwa
the writer omo say Sebi aboa bia ohwe ne ho ene wanwene ne bu enti aboa sere wono so ohwe ne size ene wode ayi ne de pepepepe enti se okuja to ablakwa ebe ye expose obe ye national cathedral na afa obe ye na private jet na afa expose bi obe ye bia na dem pepepe na wadwe ye wo se opese wo ye te so no na wo ye popular dia the writer enie sebi suanyansa eduru ba bi okuja to ablakwa esuane de duru ye se de be asema because at the end of the day intim for job ka koke asema obeka wie ya ye hu se ne nsem no nyansa bi anim oni evidence oni fact no they say obi am fa serious
but then me kwa no my problem is asem we ehu hia se mampania fa we in all no enya ne ntia se commercial flight na me kwa me ntia se
the right winim
ai Ibrahim Mahama private jet na asaya na mampani tukwan bi on fa nko
Roger asem ni nyina ne say Omaya ye woman, nyatwumfo ni doso. Hypocrites no aboyen so. Inti opa mampani fa Ibrahim Mama plane tu kwan. Na ode cheye ye ntua hwe ya. The right amount we beka say enye rather than say omo pese mampani mum enkofro commercial flight na ontwa ebi a Emirates Airline, Turkish Airline na ontwa ka eno mum omo pe esne say Ibrahim Mama di ni plane no ni jet be mayen na mampani dia ko free. But anano atorenchem to ya ye plane emergency edi akwa South Africa akwa die ni edi aba no
Ibrahim Mama ya
senye Ibrahim Mama Ghana as a country mua ye to ye ni hwe ba bia ye nya plane na ide beko
akufo at the time na nkasa no man ni mo den enu nti na asakufo time ne ai jeje time na ya nshada ntiti bi sa se omu akufo ado nko a na akufo ado kwa no se oba ho na ntisa
na do adware no okodware ye no se kasi ye fair as Ghanaians na it doesn't make sense na entoso mu se o check number of hours na do di plane di wodwem the right plane no high no na odi to a lot of European countries inti wa high plane say o mine wo sika inti me de ko France plane bi a AC 120 me di days do a media na me de atoso ko Germany Bivia, nam de UK, nam de Denmark, the writer. How? Okay. It doesn't work that way.
Okay.
And none all try say obey settle political scores. And the yena enye atekatika.
Okay.
Draw drone say nanadu yebi. President Mama Swaibi. Aye pepe. But I'm far.
Abushia, yam kwa Akwatia. by election ne ba be baso na NPP candidate no waya de bi iye nchemra ne koba info ho papa
obi onye no chemisa abatola yabatu Akwatia freedom yabatu Akwatia boso de chembo koso enyo lo bi ne be ma ha o ye wa no ayaman ya juma ni ye enso bi biara odi bi ba da sa aya lawyer no o kan je ni sa me si enyo lu ye yo wa o ye Akwatia koso ye da chembo koso ye memu no ya ba se ya su ya di ye ya ba se ya ba ko si ye owo dia akasa na anya yob no yobe owo ka so be ya ye ndi na tinie owo ka so be ya ye ndi na tinie ko try to find me owo so try to find me ni asa ye bo de man for no owo abaya ma de man for na de man for the year obi biara enda ratio musa abato ya ye batu 2nd September ayabato me wajidi wa DP musa abani peaceful send on the credibility no bakosro anya sa na manko fodi ebe rara binuma ani na obey the worst IDP ever our the history of Ghana New Moses akasa the individual for promised land I want to do no Joshua I don't know man do you know one of them do baby honest to me no one of them do I don't do
okay commander
yeah Iracha
Akwatia by election Mrs. Asitu yo ho se MPP for tena ho na NDC ne Akwatia by election ya MPP omun kan wo so mu party no ni guo kwan so anenam no
esi guo kwan so
na candidate yo mayi ni ase me nhede nhuni ye MPP candidate we de me nhede nhuni ye
okay
omo nhwe ya emfa
na right enye nkwa na nhuni ye
o belusu
enye nkwa na nhuni ye because me hwe na sere a chekere me right in the first place constituency abanimu in the just ended election now NDC are winning power are winning 2/3 of parliament in NDC got 2 out of 3 in parliament yeah constituency no minim sesese be ye say developments ya NDC will absolute control on bet my do mu pe bia mampani decide say enei yen teaching hospital Akwatia or the parliament straight away on be approve the next day contract be ba kwan so enti e ba sa pe obi oye reasonable enough or take voting partners bia no right obeto abane de ma NDC
sende
enti the only thing e betima sesa niema ama MPP ni na wire ne se candidate na wo gina no wonkwa wo image
senti no se ono no oye galamse ni oye minor enti no wo mo mpe lawyer bia wo ese no minim se Akwatia ho no mabra lawyer for ho dia na sa Vincent Assafuah oye MPP ni otafo so kopie mo kumase tafo mpotemu ho no ho so ne o mo follow ya nya hwe o
mo follow ya nya
nti ade
right I mean
ye po obi a wa bin obetimi aye adwuma no menka so obi a wa bin obuku mu obi a politically obetimi aprim puntuo abra Akwatiafo enye obi o ye minor
right winim I was shocked
na so o say promote galamse wa Akwatia o
right say utie ni nsem ya oye galamse ni
odabi oye minor
right oye galamse ni
oye minor ende me ntiase ma
ne nikre fre no
owu no kwa na ho so me san ntiase na wo obi ewu ho MPP ni emfa so te akonwa no so wawu na wo ba be si na nan wo se wo ne ye fre wo
na right
wo ba kutia
na in the first place duana baba mo gudiako obi a oba be gira onyonko anam unia na wu at this stage na ohwe ne kasa ne demeanor ne posture and ne body language e ka kire se wagira onim de oye enti galamse for ne terms na deda o so no enu bia na da no so owuo e na da no so e na odenam na okọ parliament akọkọ adwuma o se ye hia lawyer for Akwatia ho parliament na okọtena ye fa umra sebedwani oko shemra enti unimra you will not go there enti ono ankasa no in the first place onim the left and right adwuma na okay onim na dweye ni se em se MP adwuma ni se oba ade echi anu obobo kromafo ano na woni omo makọ galamsey site na makọ ye adwuma na mabafie ade echi amudi nobwa it doesn't work that way
se we say no o she galamsey fo no nkran se omonto abama no omonto abama no no oba galamsey no oba be hyemu kena
se mi bisa se oye MPP ni data enti in the past 8 years ya na MPP wo power ya omo ye omo mine ne wa Akwatia no aden na sa 8 years no omantiman change the situation at Akwatia ya wo say Akwatia mpuntu 20 no oba omo mpe lawyer for ho omo pe omo a omo ma Akwatia yi nti you were there o support o party o ye party member o party na tra power for 8 years party no emamo anase krompofo no emamo opportunity emamo nya muyi MP in your party
and before no me kombenya nkomo nsesa papa yi one way anu akugo mani mase
crowd na ma adwe me say at the end of the day so when the candidate bia oye niwa oye guda omonfa amase emra saa
o na ka so amase onso odi kaka
odi and oye better than papa ya wabai
we die
say owuo pa ye boko na Akwatia for to abama na the whole Ghana constituency omho be ye me nwanwa e ya Akwatia
na me kwa no NDC fo ho ye me nwanwa ana me ye hu ade bi hu se politics no e be ka ne se so ye hye da nyini saa nti ye ko nyina no ye sua de kakra o politics nim
of course
ai me ye hu se MPP fo no ase omutwa ntro me ya jedi nkakra o yesi dua na ba no ene be che NDC na wa ban mu ana ye koto 2024 election no ai Akwatia seat no na MPP ni na teso na asem no court de ba na MPP ni na teso ana Fofia Ntoata ai MP anu ho no wato na nanom wansie do ene yesi ye kwakwa by election NDC na wa ban mu mi hu so mo de excavators bi akosisi Akwatia wo mo ya kwan
of course
but 2024 John Kuma to na nanom wansie do no MPP for the excavators ekosi wo so mo kwaya kwan kumawu ebisi ye
felebaso a
ai hifa
asem no
but NDC for dem hu semu ye bi NDC ada manimri ana
asem me say in the first place
manimri o NDC
ablekumaje na ye koto ana no na NDC opportunity bia say omudi mfidie ne niam be kwa ablekuma say ye be ye mpuntunwuma ho NDC amfa machine 1 anko ho god they believe in development say enye say ni develop your mind Akwatia they say akaka kra bi ne ekoto aba ye hu say NDC for some fidi akoho they are not rushing say kwan be be fa so a chinchina ye beja kunya no but say they wa kan ye no ejuso na na ranko kufa rankasa kwa ejuso ekoka say ono na Ghana kwan nyina ye ne dia ono nko na otumi so obeye na kwan no obeye ni nyina amomo edim fidi akogu so ye to abaye ye hwem ebesi nne na no ye beye ejuso for story go do mo story ba ya drivers ni su say ekwan no aka ho atete apro until you weigh these two political parties na nsama da bia nkrofo ka say o NDC ni MPP ye pe this comparison ma de buy no eno ko ka tro say NPP ni NDC enye pe da difference wo
dia na ba be che
the right
anti Ghanaian politics say social media na doso nti obi asua de
of course
ti ye hwa de in the next 10 years politics na be sesa Ghana sa wan kan kwa nti na MPP fo no omuguso omutwa ntro na eme ya
omo
esa omu sa adwuma no
of course
because am hye mo niam yi a ena bema NDC nsuso ayede asa ebe to pressure am omo
be kentine omo
ba mu yese ya na ha adwen ti yem fancy won na big J mrem mate abigi tena se na yenko yes abigi J na bokore
tina ma nyamnya do me ho din papa
anse ense bebre na koso man Ghana mu na ensem no baby ade na duna no eden MPP for no says excellency John Dramani Mahama atukwan the kwan na watu no or the private jet to say the kufu ado ye no kuje to black aba expose no Mahama so de bi atukwan but ye hwehwe mu na say nya no kure ai or the commercial oni amanfo bebre na fradi ensem bebre se wankasa watie bi quick one nwura mu ai
tina mama mencha ahwefo
ansa ne aba Akwatia de so
mama mencha ahwefo na ya ne aba ho hwe mama menka sa asem we So what tantra na wo dia we. Who hia so stay with that tantra.
What's what tantra there?
What the tantra sa dia we. Who hia so wo so tantra. NPP tantra 2024. Asa dia we. Stay omunya no ho.
Abegi say
NPP tantra 2024 sa dia we. Still omunya no. We saw your MP anameboa. Ono mark the wall. 4 years time no. Obare.
Dabi. Dabi Otafia. I have something with you. Dabi.
Asama me kana opa asamwe. Opa wo so to challenge no. Me to challenge ma for say omo market 4 years time no. Papa e baby ojena no obare. Omo to na so. Ghana adiwe ayefun. Wo fa ayiwe na gogo sie ya. De wo wiase nyina wo fun we so.
Okay.
Enti wo batna se twantro a. Obi ahuse wunim nyanso.
Wo na twantro.
Oh, na se MP wo apapo yo twantro.
MP before no.
MP before no twantro. Asame a wo kan nyansa samme ne wo ho. Ne 2024 na gale konko. Gale konko kudu 40 cities. 2024 gale konko kudu 40 cities. Wo MP na wo Ghana ho. Mahama ba gale abedu 15 cities. Emo one cap abedu 30-25. Say emo abedu 15 cities. Na Mahama say
emo one cap.
Emo one cap abedu 12 cities.
Konko bako
10 cities.
Say e city crowd obenya bi.
Obenya bi. Ti Mahama ba. Na so okay me ko di mahome. Ana me ko hia mpem.
Bi okoyo man adwuma.
Okoyo man adwuma. Okay mafa player ko. Wa na say.
Na say kufu adu tufa bi mo omo kan.
Na say kufu adu ofa bi no omo kan na Ghana agale na yesa nye 30 cities. Okay na dollar yesa 17 cities ana me boa. Okay na anwangala me yesa. Anwangala na ko 12 cities me boa. Ana anwangala me yesa. Ana tlema yenkas endi o man sika biu. Na oba na want me ye want me no money na osadi o man say o man money ya ba sole tiyo. Na say Mahama wa fa oba bia nkwohye airplane.
No do ba ko ya.
Oh that me busaw.
Dabi.
What is say Mahama do oba bia?
Na sam no kwase ase nya no kro.
I say nya say tell me so mo twantro o mo stay. O mo nya twa nyansa bia wo. O mo nya twa nyansa bia wo say ntro no. O mo dan ntro da. No mo pa Ghana fo acho. Ana o mo nya. Na uka se na nado ye bi ye kan. Se na nado evidence ba so de oba nyina ko shehu. O de oba ko dwale. What say Mahama de oba ko? Ana what in a mente? Me de mente.
Me de mente.
Enti o munja azani ntro no. Na ye MPP for na duro ba bia ye nu ye ho. Se akoto aba man pen for we se o munye leaders ndi enim. Because to say asamara ka o se Mahama enti enya wo de. Enti ukra kasa manju so de pese. Parliament adwuma ba na odi no ho. Wo je pese. Ukota ye hundia moye. Ukoje ade pese na oje no ho. Enti asam na ka tira Ghana for the yensom. Endire de uda no bia na kan. Wase na num sama etu. Oka ana de ukoto to pass. Wase wasam na kan evidence ni.
Say dey futu na de MP before.
Afutu ketu abi na me de ba mo. Omo sakra o madwe awon tro no mo nka no kro nkyere Ghana fo say mo di maye ne abon the MPNT fo ba ye no ye ba hwia bibia firo mo nti next time ye ba ye mu yie ye ba ye o man ye ne mo njansa hunu na mo didi no
say we eko ba o miani pa o
na we dey say nyonwa master is liar the son is liar master is liar. The son is liar.
Who is the master and who is the son?
Bauna is liar. The MP is liar. Son. What you say? Bauna or Amuna any Bauna. Now MP is in Israel Bauna ma. Now we are going on free camp. Yeah. I Bauna Capulobako.
Okay.
And in Washington, no Modigo party, no sir. And you say that people net here. I am ya count yes and gracia and cophobia mo fun kwa na brinam omkoye ye nem kete no magister no baba trasi.
Okay. Yem kwa Akwatia. By election ne ba be baso na NPP candidate na no kasa no. Ose muntu aba ne mo wuo.
O da bi we de na kasa no ona be di NPP ni.
Boy.
Saye no kre. When you be the NPP nim. Awa ahono. Akwatia ahono. Na se we kwa ne kasa kwa ni.
Ni kasa ayo se wa.
Oh, mimi dia chede nyame adam yo. Ne kasa nye. We dey cinema. Oh, da bia NPP ankasa gu.
Oh, yeso oska.
Oh, na Akwatia ma hu bibi, ma hu bibi. Omo hu we.
O da bi se we no ska no pa o.
Ente no se mamum traba man lawyer no.
Ska no pa.
Right, ska wono. Sika wono. Na sika wo mo man kasa mewa no mo to mo nya ade ne fi. Mewa no mo wo sika no. Mo nya ade na fi.
Asemu.
Na wo ye galamse ni boy. Nyo bi na ba cha wo ye galamse ni ba. Nickname na ekuta na se owuo. No, enti wo ko to aba ma owuo, oba kunkum mu nyina wo. Tie, obi a o to owuo de mo ko to aba ma na me ka no kra na ache me ko ga na obi anti ase owuo ba mu krom ho. Ebedi hene wo ebe MP ona akoto abama owu na de bibi hawo so akoto abama owu owu kunkum nyina o happy no ka wo ka na banya sam nesa owu de owu ti na ba kromo haja o tema na MP na owu no wo na owu e wo kromo ho what you mean yana with the level flow good day What do you mean, Yano? What do you mean, Yano? I don't know my brother. There is a question. Oh, no, cause minimum for me, say, come and pin it. Yes, no, from Hamo, real woman, say, I had done a pin because cinema young far grown to Ghana, you serious. Young, you compare the idea could show in sound. Young penny pa or winning dear. Wotima owo nimdia obetima buokuru no manya fan ko fa say owo mu line ne hon mu line emoyo say ya ne abekwa asa betena hwe na mu kwan kura wonye owo ba ono nya kwan no ba ba ya efeso ba kwan amamu okopre kwan na owo oye de anyi ni pon odo mu ko owo di nipa ko mapunsam na munsam de aye na dum owo ba pa no de akwa
na sama ne ka se unsa joso mbi before de
ai
ndc for so ade no mu fa bi nko
onyim MP
o munye serious
tie
na se ndc nye serious
da enye so munye serious ndc for no omo mpentro sa yes yen kan ko me NPP ni sa ndc ni to so na NPP samlo NPP ni to so a samlo ko mo di machines da ko gukuru no no ma dwini one day futuro so mbaye ade chi asa ya to aba ni wie ya no masisa ko eni so se da bi sade no muntimi nye antantro ntra Ghana fo ento omo de an se omo de omo ba no kura mu baka no kura cha se ya ba ya be ya mo ye nkofo machines ko gu se nko ya nam ko de ko gu dweso yawi eni so fo nim sade ni ye enti ya party ne bi wo ha sade no wo de susu na wo nya no antro re die epipi nim tro cheche endis because samble ya kura se ba bia nka machine si di da ba bia se nyame mu ba bia mu ko fa machine free enti andi si de ya omude omunyo nyese omunyese omunye serious pa na mu omunyelo mu na ma omumma owo ntum no kura pa de se wo transfer mo andi se fo wo kuro mo epibu mu ko ma owo ba di mu so dia e mo amasamo me satam na me num kuro mo e wo ba di uso a wo Debi be se show no de wako show no de akọ wo de fan ya na ya koto aba ma wo a wo ni pa wo ko fa ga na mu wo
ya semu
MP wo wo ko fra MP wo na so ani adi gande galamse ni ndu mutu mana kuro mu nyina nsuo nyina basa we galamse boy me kan kuro na akere na wo so wo ska ye no
na solo ya ni galamse ho no galamse ena ekoso ho dono so ya galamse ni obeboa ma na koso ama kromofo anyiska
na se wontie onya ye MP no otu galamse no be ye MP mo wo betu galamse ni nyina asa komokum
okay
ti ye serious nyampe de obebo kuro no ma ye se we ye MPP nti ya koto aba mu dabi me no kwam pa ni na me ka so mo to aba ye duru ada na ya boto aba na mo hu so kromofo to aba ma owu a be medi yawo Cinema yanka no boy asama make wo ya we say ya ka se me no mintoyi ya se ya to aba ma owo ba to ama Ubeto man.
Oh, so obetumi aboa constitution.
Oh, what the tin cry that's what you say on to me.
That be any nickname.
Oh. Ah, nickname. Oti, kwa say. Shishimai. No, I guess yes. Unti wo di wadwa say shishimai.
Abi so wo ni shishimai de.
That some kind of make me try there.
Before me man this year be renew.
That be Ghanaian be wa yam fa wo japa de nchen nson. Baba no wa correct. Oh, no dia anti Ghanaian be wa ho hia say wo de ko fa da bi there. Owo. Never. Ada gi wo wi ati na san.
Ai, a big J.
Na man.
Yam fancy. Am sure ko e be sa ba biem. Abigi ne ye te ne nka no. Ya kra mu nyina.